I've been fascinated by the concept of rewilding ever since I visited Knepp Estate in England. And I'm really happy that there is a project also in Austria, in the countryside here, not so far from Vienna. It's called the Wild Solutions Park. As you can see, there are wild horses, there are cattle, also water buffalo, and it's a project supported by none other than Hollywood star Arnold Schwarzenegger.
So this is kind of like, I'm proud of you that you're doing this hub here, that you're having this conference here today. We just came from the gym, working out, because it's all about the healthy body and the healthy mind and the healthy earth, right? We gotta have a healthy earth. And so this is what this is all about. So I just want to come by and say hi.
Scientists believe the varied habitats that once allowed European biodiversity to flourish were shaped by the continent's big grazers, such as aurochs and wild horses, that trampled and nibbled the landscape into shape over millennia. Most of those ancient herbivores are now extinct, but we still have modern equivalents that can fulfill a similar role if we let them, such as these water buffalo.
We use here the water buffaloes to do what they can do best, shaping the landscape. As you can see here, they're eating the grass, they are opening the ponds, they're eating the branches from the trees. So we have here a high dynamic in the landscape, in the habitat, and this dynamic is positive for biodiversity.
The water buffalo aren't alone. As well as sturdy Tux Zillertal cattle, Konik horses have been brought to the park, a hardy, semi-wild breed from Eastern Europe. Donkeys should also be part of the future mix, and maybe even one day bison, the last of the big five.
Chris, you mentioned our big five. We want to have those animals back in the Weinviertel, which are responsible for a huge dynamic in the landscape. They're shaping the landscape. And especially from the water buffaloes here, in the wetlands, outside to the donkeys and the horses to more drier parts, also inside our oak forests.
This park is small, there are fences. Can rewilding really work in heavily cultivated, crowded Eastern Austria?
Of course, it can work. Of course, the possibilities are limited. I think it will never work without fences, but it depends. If you are fencing larger areas, it will work. So, and this what we want. We want to try what is possible. And here, this is a start with 20 hectare, but it's an open end. The more hectare we get, the more we can fence, and the closer we are to the really rewilding.
Manuel Denner describes the park as a laboratory, and because of the rapid collapse of biodiversity and because of global heating, we really do need to try out new strategies.
Experimenting with rewilding, like here in the Wild Solutions Park, this is a showcase where we are on the safe side because, of course, we call it wild pastures, but it's fenced areas where we can show what happens if we as humans step back and let the wild or semi-wild animals do their job. So there is no risk, but I think new approaches are necessary in nature protection because in many areas we see that the measures we take are not enough to save the biodiversity. So new experiments like here in the Wild Solutions Park are necessary, are the key for the future, for new approaches, for a new thinking, for a new positive way of nature protection.
To be honest, I'm not sure how much time Arnold Schwarzenegger will spend with the buffalo, but we live in a world where big names bring acceptance and funding to small projects.
Big names like Arnold Schwarzenegger are always a good support, of course, so we can transport our message. So, but on the other side, we have Arnold Schwarzenegger and we have our animals. So if we have discussions, if someone is skeptic about the ideas, we just come here to the Wild Solutions Park and everyone can see how it works, how it can work. So, and in almost every case, as soon as the people see our water buffaloes, what they are doing, how do they behave, how they are shaping the wetlands, or if they see our Konik horses or our cattle roaming around, more or less free around, how they are shaping the landscape, then mostly the discussion turns into pure pleasure. My dream of the future is that rewilding is now a niche, that rewilding becomes kind of mainstream. So that the upscaling of projects like this have a big support from the communities, from politics. This would be my dream, my hope and my wish for the future, and I think we are on a good way.